It seemed like it was like, oh, Tristan Lee quit the carnivore diet because it made him too lean. There's almost implications there that if you're marketing it to a bunch of other people without the explicit statement otherwise, that, oh, well,
Right.
maybe you shouldn't be doing carnivore if you're an average Joe because you might get too lean. It's like, well, no, 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 no. This is a completely different demographic of
Right.
people we're talking about. This is a completely different demographic of people, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said with the studies, like it's terrible for him to throw out a blanket statement like that because there's no we need more context. What were you eating? How
Yeah.
much meat were you eating? How many eggs were you eating? How much
Yeah.
fat were you taking
Yeah.
in? What was your protein? Like, what was your exertion at the gym? How many hours a
Mhm.
day were you spending under physical load? How was your sleep? Did your sleep diminish, or
Yeah.
were you working yourself into the ground while going to the gym 4 hours a day and only getting 4 hours of sleep a night? It's
Yep.
there's too many there's too many variables in there to throw out a blanket statement to even put out a tone like I got too lean on carnivore and this and that. It's like, no, you got to give us the whole picture when it comes to
Oh,
that.
yeah, exactly. And it's in a way it's unrealistic to pretend like or to believe that someone can always remember the full picture, of course. However, if you
Right.
don't have the full picture, you just got to be careful with making blanket statements. Basically, that's basically your point. And that's why I actually had no problem with Tristan Lee at all. He just gave it. He was just telling his experience, and I was like, okay,
Yep.
cool, like whatever. Like it's no influence at all. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
well. No, again, now we're going down it took over an hour and eventually he finally got to the point where he said like I think I said I was like now we've gotten to the falsehood territory. Now we've gotten to the
Right.
the transgression.
The real convicting statements.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
Yeah. Right.
calories, calories. That's a whole separate discussion for another day, but
That is a whole separate discussion. That I want. Oh, first of all, in the module, you guys reference in the program, you guys reference grounding. I think you're the first um curriculum like this that I've ever heard grounding referenced. And then
yeah.
when you went into the science of it, I had heard of it before and I had dabbled, but it's one of those where you feel like maybe you're not seeing the wow effect that that you would that you some people might expect. But
Uh-huh.
um
Yeah.